Target. Display visible on the screens. The Barq has fired. It has a flight time of approximately 25 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, Napoleon said, and I quote, "Never disturb the enemy when he's making a mistake," unquote. And that is an engagement. The Barq successfully engages its target. Target visible on ground, plus of the strafing targets, visible destruction on the screens. Ladies and gentlemen, you can now hear the tanks approaching from the right of the stage. These are the leading elements speeding up towards their positions. The leading elements comprising Al-Khalid tanks will shortly become visible to the right of the stage. You can see a few derelict tanks deployed ahead of the farthest strafing target, or the leftmost strafing target. These leading elements will engage the derelict tanks located there. The Al-Khalid tanks are operated by a crew of 3 with a 125mm gun. Ladies and gentlemen, while this maneuver will actually unfold on a much broader front on the battlefield, the distances for today's exercise have been kept reduced for ease of comprehension and visibility. Target engaged. First round kill. Ladies and gentlemen, the training of the Strike Corps is an ever-going process. The Corps has been out in the field for the last 3 months, during which time the units initially brushed up upon their individual skills and thereafter commenced integrated training. The Corps has been practicing all its operational tasks and activities, including crossing of water obstacle, break-in battle, breakout, advance to contact, etc., glimpses of which are visible in the albums placed in front of you. We will be showing you one of the aspects of training today, that's the encounter battle. It is pertinent to mention here that while the actual span of the encounter battle may be much shorter, that is not more than 40 to 45 minutes, however, the activities of today may take noticeably longer, since most actions, including firing of various weapons, will be carried out sequentially rather than concurrently, due to spatial and optical considerations. Target destroyed. It is also pertinent to mention that while you may witness a variety of weapons firing together, the employment of the battlefield will always remain subject to the dictates of the tactical situation on ground. And now, ladies and gentlemen, own Air Force has been called in to engage enemy positions. My colleague, Flight Lieutenant Waleed, will take you through the rest of the proceedings.
Zadebang ke shabni mokaram bazami chast, Sahra ast ke darya ast, tahe balo parmast. Ladies and gentlemen, since the Air Force has the intrinsic ability to swiftly deliver lethal firepower with precision, the air power has been called upon in support of this aggressive maneuver. All the PF aircraft participating today are multi-role supersonic fighters. The complement comprises F-16 Block 52 Fighting Falcons, the Destiny of PF JF-17 Thunder, Mirage Rose 3 Zerards, and F-7PG Talons. Ladies and gentlemen, in the first attack, 4 F-7PG aircraft, being led by Wing Commander Amjad, will approach from your left at low level to avoid detection by enemy radars. They will pull up and position themselves for a dive attack and dispense heavy anti-tank and anti-personnel ammunition. You are about to see them attacking the white panels at 1 o'clock from your position. Ladies and gentlemen, let me apprise you that owing to small size and gray camouflage, the aircraft would be visible once in the dive. Ladies and gentlemen, let me also apprise you that they will engage the targets in the formation of 2. The preceding formation will make its approach after the first has engaged the targets. Ladies and gentlemen, the aircraft would be approaching 40 seconds from now. Ladies and gentlemen, you can hear the thunder of F-7PGs. They are pulling up and they would be visible once in the dive. Ladies and gentlemen, now you can see the first aircraft is into dive for engaging its target. The second has also pulled up behind. Strength, agility, a huntsman's eye, and calculated recklessness, shattering the enemy lines. What you all may appreciate is the value of time for a pilot who has to maneuver his aircraft and position it in the perfect regime of speed and dive angle to engage the target all within seconds. There goes the last aircraft of formation, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, the second formation, JF-17 Thunder, led by Wing Commander Atif, is engaging the designated targets right now. You can see the second aircraft is into dive. Proud machine, sleek and powerful, built to fight and drop destruction, uprooting enemy's spine with the remarkable amount of precise firepower. Ladies and gentlemen, shortly the third aircraft will be in dive, and here it comes. Take a good look at these air warriors, denying all the difficulties, overcoming the threat in the line of duty. They accomplish their objectives. Ladies and gentlemen, the next attack comprises the workhorse of PF, a formation of 4 Mirage Rose-3 aircraft equipped with the latest night attack capabilities. The Zaras are running in for a high-speed, low-level attack, penetrating enemies' defenses with surprise. Their objective is to neutralize enemies' command and control centers marked by orange flags behind Mount T1 and Mount T5. The aircraft will appear from your left rear and would be flying close to the ground. You may now look towards your front, ladies and gentlemen, where the Mirages are running in. The weapons have been released, and you see the explosions on the designated targets. Ladies and gentlemen, the aircraft will break off towards left, and very shortly they will be followed by 2 more aircraft to take on remaining targets following the same path. Ladies and gentlemen, you may now look towards your left side in the same direction. The Mirages are now running in. There you see, ladies and gentlemen, both the targets have been neutralized and the Mirages break off. Ladies and gentlemen, next in the sequence is JF-17 Thunder, a marvel in achieving self-reliance through indigenization of our combat potential while staying abreast with modern technologies. This was a dream of Pakistan's visionary leadership a few years ago, and today you will witness realization of the dream in the form of 2 JF-17 Thunder aircraft led by Commander Bilal. Their targets are enemy-hardened shelters and underground bunkers depicted by white mounds behind T2 and T5 around 2 kilometers away. Ladies and gentlemen, you may now concentrate towards your front. Where the JF-17s are diving in to release their weapons. Here they come, ladies and gentlemen. The aircraft have released their weapons. Ladies and gentlemen, the aircraft has the ability to deliver its weapon with pinpoint accuracy on a target as small as a window. And there you see, ladies and gentlemen, the nation's pride destroying the targets with precision engagement, employing 2,000-pounder high explosive bombs. Ladies and gentlemen, now comes the Fighting Falcon, the nightmare of enemy. This formation of 4 F-16 aircraft led by Wing Commander Tahir will be swapping in while maintaining 480 knots. They would conduct the next attack by engaging enemy-hardened shelters and underground bunkers depicted by a line of white mounds in front of you at a distance of approximately 1.5 kilometers. Few of these mounds are visible behind Mount T3 right now, while others are in the same alignment. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you that while each aircraft is capable of carrying a payload of 24,000 pounds, enough to annihilate the area of about 2 by 2 kilometers, for today, the payload has been limited to 6,000 pounds in the form of 12 high explosive 500-pounder bombs. There you see, ladies and gentlemen, a thing of orchestrated hell, a terrible symphony of light and flame. Ladies and gentlemen, the next 2 aircraft are now in dive, coming in hot for their own targets. Victory speedy and complete. Ladies and gentlemen, the F-16s have successfully engaged their targets and are now pulling up to exit the arena. Ladies and gentlemen, you have just witnessed the swiftness and lethality of Pakistan Air Force. The coalition achieved through professional integration of PS firepower complements Pak Army's combat potential.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, I'll draw your attention to your right, where the remaining squadron has taken up positions with the leading elements. As the Air Force moves out of the area after engaging the targets, you can see the remaining squadron taking up its position with the leading elements. The squadron grouped with ITVs or improvised tow vehicles and air defense elements. The squadron is a part of the leading battle group. Having once established contact with the enemy, it has now taken over the role of a fixing force. Its job to keep the enemy pinned down till the remaining force develops a maneuver to clear the enemy position. Ladies and gentlemen, combat aviation, being an integral part of the armored formation, will now fly in from the right, provide a dynamic base of fire, engage the enemy in front, and exit to our left. A flight of Cobra gunships and Z-10 helis will be appearing towards your right in a few moments. Presently, they are charging in towards their battle position and will only become visible once they have unmasked for the attack. Ladies and gentlemen, I would now draw your attention to the targets to be engaged by combat aviation. If you look in front at the board with TL1 written on it, behind that board at the skyline, you'll see a red or orange screen with the figure H written at its bottom. This is the first combat aviation target, and the remaining 2 targets are towards its right if you keep on following the skyline, presently obscured slightly by the dust. There are 2 more targets for the combat aviation, which will shortly become clearer.